Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the one and only Underground Rising here on the Psycho Sim Project on YouTube. Today I'm going to be reviewing the self-titled EP from up and coming US thrash groove metal band Meridius. However, before we go into that, I'd just like to let you know I have started a Patreon. Now, I know some of you may be moaning at that, or might be groaning a little bit and going, oh god, not another one. The reason I've started a Patreon is because I want to bring you better quality videos and all that. However, I am currently unemployed, unfortunately. Yes, I do the DJing stuff on Total Metal Radio, but that doesn't pay. That's just purely for the passion of music. With Patreon, it can help me get a better laptop, a better microphone, a better camera, hopefully, and be able to bring you more videos, and also get some more band gigs up in London and that, to do more interviews with bigger and bigger bands. So you would also be helping me to create more content, as well as you enjoying more content from me as well. Obviously, being unemployed, I've got bills to pay, so it would help a lot if you could pay anything. The actual link is below, and it will be at the end of the video as well. However, for those who do pay on the Patreon, let me just go through the list of what you get. If you pledge $8 or more per video, let me put it like this. The reason I'm doing it in dollars, even though I'm English, is because basically Patreon site itself wouldn't let me put it in pounds sterling for whatever reason, or at least I can find out how to do it. But anyway, if you pledge $8 per video, you'll get a thank you at the end of the video as part of the credits. Pledge $15 or more per video, you get an audio shout out at the beginning or the end of the video. Pledge $25, you'll get a link to your YouTube channel, including in the credits of the video, and possibly an audio shout out as well at the end of the video as well. Depends if I remember to do it, to be honest with you. If you pledge $45 per video, well, not per video, but if you pledge $45, I shouldn't be saying per video. The only per video that really kind of matters is obviously the $8 to $25 ones. But if you pledge $45, I'll review an album or band that you want to see me do a review for, whether they be unsigned or signed. However, make sure that they're either rock, alternative or metal preferably, or I'll accept cybergoth and industrial. I'll listen to that as well. However, also make sure it's not something I've already reviewed as well on the channel. If you pledge $60, I'll include audio or video recorded by yourself as a second opinion about the album or demo I'm reviewing. Unfortunately, I can't do this for pre-releases of albums that I get myself, for obvious reasons, because we don't want to be pissing off the record label company or anything. And if you pledge $3,000, I will review a Metallica album of your choice, if you pledge that much. Let me explain why so much for me to review that band. Basically, as people who listen to my radio show know, I can't stand the band. In fact, I hate them. I really cannot stand them. I don't rate them at all, and that's why it's such a high price point for me to actually review an album by Metallica. I do actually own all the albums for when I used to DJ at clubs and all that, because I might not like them, but obviously people out there want to hear it, so I'll play it. So if you want to see me review a Metallica album and see the possible disgust on my face as I'm doing it, and maybe go into a bit more as to what my main issues are with Metallica, that's how much it is. Obviously, I expect I will never get anyone pledged that much, but we will see. We will see. Anyway, that's enough about the Patreon. That's all I'm going to say about it. However, as I said, today I'm going to be reviewing the upcoming self-titled EP by Meridius, a thrash groove metal band from America. For those of you who don't know who Meridius are, well, as usual, let me give you an introduction to them. Meridius is a heavy metal band founded in the town of Ladner, British Columbia by guitarist Kieran Marquis and former drummer Darian Prasad. I do apologise for pronouncing their names wrong. Anyway, after a lengthy search for a second guitarist and numerous trials and errors with other guitar players, the band recruited young guitarist Sam Buchanan. It was at work while washing dishes that Marquis began chatting to Buchanan about musical interests and guitar styles. The two set up a jam and he immediately fit in as the role of guitarist. Shortly after, Meridius was joined by bassist Peter Ryman, a skilled bassist with determination and connections in the local metal scene. Soon thereafter, Eric Wilmot stepped up to the plate on vocals. It was then after 4 months of Marquis, Buchanan's and Ryman's first jam that they had a full lineup that was ready to create uncompromising, in-your-face heavy metal. The current lineup of the band is Kieran Marquis on lead guitar, Eric Wilmot on vocals, Sam Buchanan on rhythm guitar, Peter Ryman on bass guitar, and Nolan Olsen on drums. The first track on the EP is called Speed Kills. Now I should explain, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter video than usual. The EP is in fact only 3 tracks long, so that's kind of not much I can really say for too long without boring you, basically, if I haven't bored you to death with going on about the Patreon stuff at the beginning. But anyway, Speed Kills, the first track on the album, EP, starts with the band crashing into action and a superb slow riff. This then leads into a nice chunky styled mid-paced riff. We then have a Pantera style guitar break, a scream from the vocalist into good old thrash style metal. The vocalist comes in sounding like a cross between Steve Souza of Exodus, and there's a touch of Randy Blythe from Lamb of God to his sound as well. A driving riff and chorus that definitely calls to mind old school thrash comes in, then we break down to a more groovy riff, reminiscent of Pantera in fact, followed by an excellent guitar solo. We return to that Exodus style riff from before, which takes through to the end of the song in high paced fashion, which then leads to a fade out. Up next is Walk the Plank. Now this starts with another awesome groovy thrash riff to get circle pits going. Guitar break then leads us into the main riff, then another guitar break leads us into a lower sounding vocals. Some clean singing comes in on this song, reminded me of the UK thrash band Evil. Not bad thing at all, Evil are fucking excellent, to be honest with you. I'm hoping at some point to arrange an interview with them for this channel, obviously for the radio show. Anyway, we then break down to a military drum beat and riff with another guitar fading in with superb effects. The drum roll and we're back to pure thrash high speed heaven. We go into a slow guitar solo backed up by superb riffs and drumming. After this we go back into that excellent riff which reminds me of Testament's Into the Pit. The song breaks right down to just a pair of acoustic guitars, which lends a nice change of pace to the song and indeed the EP. The song then ends with the acoustic guitar slowly fading out. The last track on the EP is Conquer the Throne. Now this starts with a fast Slayer style riff and drum beat. This leads into a mid-paced style riff which then speeds right up with some superb blast beat style drumming until the vocals kick back in again, reminding me of Evil. Another superb anthemic style chorus comes in and leads us back to that mid-paced riff. We then break into a superb high-speed guitar solo, perfectly complementing the driving main riff of the song. We return to the high-speed riff? What the hell is a riff? Which takes us through to the end of the song with some excellent blast beats from the drummer and brings a whole EP to a close. So, all in all, what do I think of this EP? Honestly, if you're a fan of old school thrash and a little bit of groove metal as well, in the style that obviously Damageplan and Pantera used to do, I'll say check this band out. What they do is nothing original, obviously, but I don't think that's what they were really sort of heading for. They're just refining the thrash sort of groove metal template and coming up with some absolutely superb pit-worthy songs. I don't know if this is going to be their first actual studio release, but honestly, absolutely excellent. You should definitely check them out. They're called Meridius. Go check them out. Buy their self-titled EP. It's out on the 20th of March. And it's definitely worth you hunting down and picking up. Anyway, I've been Psycho Scene. This has been Underground Rising. I want to thank you again for watching the show. Again, check out the Patreon. It would help me a lot if you could pledge anything, to be honest with you. And I'll see you again with another review here on the Psycho Scene Project on YouTube.